friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet. So if you want to follow along with my houseplant journey and maybe learn something along the way, subscribe to my channel and have a look at some more of my videos. Today I'm going to be carrying on in a series that I do about monthly of kind of my collection updates, some highlights that I've had in the past month, things that are going really well, also things that are maybe not going the best, keeping you updated on my houseplant collection. So here are my May plant updates. Let's get into it. So I figured we could start with the Ikea Cabinet. It is a little bit dark today. It is super gray, so hopefully the footage isn't terrible, but let us start within the cabinet. Probably the first thing you notice is I've got some yellow sticky traps in the cabinet, and they actually have loads of fungus gnats on them. I think I just have a bit of a fungus gnat issue in here because it does stay quite moist, so I'm just trying to get rid of them as best I can with some traps. I should probably go through and like hydrogen peroxide the soil, but I'll do that I guess soon, maybe not. We'll see. But for now, the sticky traps are working and really getting rid of the fungus gnats. I have also heard that you can get like predatory mites that do that. I might look into that a bit further because that would help as well. Basically anything to get rid of them would be helpful. But starting out, like one of the most exciting things that's going on right now is that my Esqueleto is putting out freaking new leaf. Look at that! It's like pretty decently sized. It has been growing like this long vine, and it's like kind of growing into the crevices in the cabinet, which is pretty cute. But it's finally growing a new leaf in there. Look at that beauty. It is so pretty. And then my Stephania erecta bulb is also putting out growth. It's going very, very slowly. It is not quick at all, this one. It is taking its time. But I feel like I remember it doing that last year as well, so I'm not that worried about it. My Philodendron Splendid that I got in the plant swap haul that I did a while ago, I'll link it up in the clickable. But it just came with this one leaf, and now it's got another one. And what looks like another one coming on the way as well. So that is growing super well. It's a bit dry. I need to water everything in here. I'll probably do that after I'm done with this video, but it's growing very nicely. My Gloriosum is also doing super well. This new leaf just popped out and it's not hardened off yet, so I'm hoping that it does grow bigger than this one and it's not damaged, which is nice. But this desperately needs a repot. You can see it's like on the very, very edge of its little trough, so I do have a bigger pot that I will be potting it in soon. It needs it because, yeah, I don't know if it'll fit in the cabinet anymore, so I'm kind of scared about that because I feel like it really likes the cabinet, so I might have to do some massive rearranging if/when that happens. So a bit of an update on the lazy moss poles. They're actually staying pretty wet. I think it's been 2 weeks, maybe a bit longer since I put this one in here and I've not watered it, and it still is damp. It's not like wet, but it's damp. So I think I am a fan. I think it works pretty well, and my Syngonium seems to be really liking it. I'll show you the one in the bedroom when we get around there, but so far this one has been really, really happy in the cabinet, and I'll water it today because it does need water, but it has lasted 2 weeks without watering, which is like the most you could ask for. I wouldn't need to ask for much more than that, really. Down the bottom here, there's not too much exciting going on. My Silver Lady back here has just popped out this leaf, which is like massively bigger than the ones that I got originally. So I'm very, very proud of it. It's just in a little bit of pon, and it is just so happy. I'm really excited to actually watch this one grow because I got it as like a tiny 2-leaf cutting and it's not done anything so far, so having a brand new leaf is amazing. I am getting some new leaves on my skeleton key as well. It's like actually properly rooting into the pole, which is awesome, but they're still not skeleton shaped or key shaped. I don't really know how to get them to grow key-shaped. They've grown in size, like the difference in size between this and the leaf, like the leaves before it, is definitely bigger, but I really want to get it to grow that nice like key shape, which is like known for. Otherwise it's just another Epibrem nymphonotum, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me pull this out because it's actually really freaking exciting. Do y'all remember my Scindapsus officinalis that I put in pon and then took out of pon because it lost all its leaves and was just a chunk? Well, the chunk is growing a freaking new leaf. Oh my goodness, I'm like beyond excited for this. It's literally sat doing nothing for months and months and months, but it's not like died, so I've just been leaving it. Like you can see there's a root in there. So I just left it in the cabinet and it's finally putting out some new growth. Oh my goodness. This is like big news for this one because I thought it was a goner and I was really sad about it because I didn't want to lose my officinalis. That would freaking suck. So patience really is a virtue with this one so far, and it's really taught me just to let things be and wait on them and hope that they just come back, because they might. Always good, they might. That's kind of it for big updates on the cabinet. Everything else is pretty regular, growing well, popping out a bit more growth because it is spring. Like my little dragon scale in there and my jade satin, they've just been doing really well. So yeah, all is well in the cabinet, I think. Nothing too bad besides the like disgusting fungus gnats that are in here, but we're working on that. Oh my goodness. This, I need to show you what's inside here. Okay, one second. So in here, I have a couple anthurium seeds, and you can see they're starting to root. Like there's some fuzzy tiny roots on there. I think these are some sort of crystallina mix, but I'm so happy. I've never grown anthuriums from seeds before, so this is like a whole new ball game for me, but I'm very excited about it, and I hope they grow well. And if they do grow well, I will keep you updated and maybe do a video on it down the line. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. Put a little like seedling emoji in the comments because I'll definitely keep you updated on this and maybe make like a proper dedicated video to these little crystallinum seeds. On top of the cabinet, we have my usual massive pile of big things, including my monstera that I got from the plant swap, the Albo. I'm obsessed with it. It's just in moss up here. This is literally the only place that it would fit that Cleo couldn't reach because I'm like so afraid that Cleo's gonna destroy it. So I've got it out of the way as best as possible. My crystallinum, like my big one, is doing so well. This is that like last huge leaf it had. You can see up there it's doing some inflorescence, which I'm going to collect the pollen and give to the jungle haven because she wants it to pollinate things. But it's also got a freaking new leaf as well. Oh my god. Like, could you freaking imagine if this new leaf is as big as this one? Oh, I'm gonna freaking die. It's like, oh, it's so pretty. And it's so red. Like, look how red it is. It's so cute. I cannot wait to watch it get bigger and bigger. I'll definitely keep you updated with that over on Instagram. Everything else up here is just as normal. Nothing that special going on. All is well. We recently mounted our TV on the wall, so I've put these plants here. They're all pretty small, so they don't block the TV, obviously. And they're all doing okay. I think my Ficus elastica is like adjusting to soil fine. Nothing that important going on here. My Melanochrysum, oh my goodness, doing so well. So it popped out this like little tiny baby leaf, which Cleo promptly decided to bite, but it's got another new one coming through as well, which I hope is like even bigger because like this is the previous leaf, so you want to get some big growth, especially since we're on the pole, which I don't know if it's attached itself or not, but I'm trying to be really on top of keeping this pole moist. Again, it needs water, but I will water it later today with some fertilizer water. Okay, so I was just editing this video, and oh my goodness, I forgot to show you freaking this. Oh my god. Oh. Do you see that? Do you see that leaf? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this was the Scindapsus that I was rooting in perlite, and then I put it in pond, and it freaked the frick out and dropped its leaves, and then it was nothing, and now it's finally doing something. It's got a freaking leaf. Oh my god, and it's like the most gorgeous leaf. I think this is the Silver Hero, because they're the ones with the like slight dark green in the middle. Oh my goodness, I'm just absolutely freaking obsessed. And this is just another one that shows patience is a freaking virtue. Like, if I wasn't patient, I would have just like chucked away the wet stick. Like, I mean, I wasn't gonna do that because I spent money on this plant, but like, I've just had it under this cloche for so freaking long, and it was doing absolutely freaking nothing. Now it's got a leaf. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, just needed to add that in there because like, this is probably one of the, like, I was thinking about doing this updates video, and I'm like, oh, I need to talk about this, and I freaking forgot. So this plant, this is the one. This is like the most exciting thing of the entire video. I mean, continue watching because there is still more exciting stuff, but this was like, it's so amazing. It's so perfect. The Cebu Blue is like finally properly adjusting and like growing into the pole, which is amazing. Like, it is properly stuck on there now, which hopefully means it'll grow some bigger leaves. I think it already has, since those down there, these are looking a lot better, which is really, really good. And I feel like the moss poles have been worth it. These moss poles are literally, I've not had such good moss poles ever. Like, they just stay so much more moist than the like open ones. The plastic back ones, just amazing. I'm literally obsessed. Like, it's the best I could ask for in a moss pole. My single shelf in the office has been doing pretty well. It is very tightly packed in here ever since I put that shelf in the cupboard, but honestly everything's been doing pretty well. I did decide to give away my parlor palm just because it wasn't bringing me enough joy anymore, so I don't need that. I don't need extra plants that aren't bringing me joy. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But updates wise in here, my freaking Monstera Dubia that I put on the plank, I think it's actually starting to freaking like shingle on it. Like, So that was the new leaf from after where I cut it. And then this is the newest leaf since. And they're both like right up on the cork, which is amazing, and it's definitely gotten bigger in size, so I am so excited to watch this hopefully get like big leaves, because that would be amazing. But I think the cork bark has actually worked, which is really good. I was so scared that I had just destroyed that plant by putting it on there, so I'm glad it is okay and hasn't died. Another massive update is these Marantas. Holy freaking cow. Okay, so do you see the size of this leaf? Do like, oh my god, it is freaking huge. So this is like a normal size Maranta leaf for me. This crazy thing, because I chopped these back completely because they got spider mites and thrips and stuff. And holy freaking cow, this one is doing so well. It's popped out 3 leaves since I've put it back in here. The variegated one is going a little bit slower. It's just got the 1 leaf, but that's okay. I'm not mad at it. I will let it take its time, but it is growing. So thank freaking goodness that like repot actually saved them. I'm so proud of them for doing that. So good. I'm kind of a little bit sad about my Hoyas though, to be honest. I was really hoping that this would be the year that they actually flowered, but they've just done nothing of the sort. All of my Hoyas have just been like doing the most minimal stuff. Like, they're growing new leaves, like you can see there's new growth in there, but there's no flowers, which I really want Hoya flowers so badly because they're so beautiful, but I've just not had it yet. Maybe I need to buy like a proper big Hoya and try that, but I don't want to. I want to grow them on my own. I've just opened my little bulb container, and these little fried egg bulbs are, I think they're starting to sprout. I thought they were like going off, but they're definitely not going off. They're like really not squishy, and I think it's just breaking apart to sprout, so that's really exciting. The other one isn't quite as advanced as that one is, but I I think they're actually doing something, which is so exciting. I really hope I can get new fried eggs from that because that would be amazing. So my little Hoya Croniana Silver, not the Splash, the one I got from Grow Tropicals, is like still not doing that great. Like, I think there's some that are just not working. Maybe this one. It's just not working. I think I might need to chop and prop it because I feel like this stem is doing so well comparatively. Like, the leaves have some hardness to them, but a lot of the other stems just don't have that, which is like really unfortunate. Like, this whole stem, they're so soft, and it's not because it's dry. It's just like, it's just very limp, which feels wrong. So I might try and take some like security cuttings. Oh, look at the tiny little leaf. It's so cute. I might take some security cuttings of this and try and prop them and hope that it grows okay. My banana plant looks terrible. Like, so I told you I was having the issue with all of the leaves just like growing into the last one. Like, they're not spreading out at all. And they're just doing it again. Like, I don't know if it's just not humid enough or what, but they just keep growing into the previous leaf and like being really compact and stuck. So all advice is appreciated in regards to banana plant or Musa dwarf or whatever, because I have no idea what I'm doing wrong with it, but it's just like, it's just not working, and I don't know why. Moving on to the bedroom. Things are going pretty well in here, actually. I'm like super happy with how everything is looking. I mean, sorry, it's a bit dark. It's because it's cloudy today, but my little trailie boys up there are going so well. And the ones that are trailing along the top of my ceiling are also doing super well. Like, it's really becoming proper tropical jungle vibes in here, which is my goal. Y'all know it's my goal, and so I'm glad that it's like finally actually happening. So my varicosum that I put on the lazy moss pole is actually doing really well as well. So I have watered this once since I filmed that other video. So I suppose once a week it would need watering, and that's outside of the cabinet in this room, which isn't particularly humid. But it's growing super well on the pole. I think it's liking it. It looks like it's going in a little bit more. I did put one of those little staples in to help like push it against the pole. But it's also got like another growth point right in there, which is pretty cool. So I'm hoping it's liking it. I think it is because it's got another growth on there. So again, I'm really happy with the lazy moss poles. I think I'm going to continue making more. I mean, partially because I've got supplies too, but partially just because I think that they're working really well. So yeah. Got my box from the plant swap, where I've just been keeping these slightly separate from the rest of the things to hopefully make sure that they've not got any pests. I've not noticed anything yet, but they're just living here for now until I find like proper spots for them. I think a lot of these are going to go into the Ikea cabinet, just because that's where I think they will thrive the best. But I mean, maybe not the spider plant. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, or if it'll even live. But we will give it a go. So yeah, I'll have to do some massive rearranging soon, I think, because I don't know how I'm gonna fit all of this in the cabinet. And the new big Gloriosum box. Shoot. Things are doing pretty well over here. I am like, oh, I'm so obsessed with this. Look at it. Oh my goodness. So my pink princess put out a half moon freaking leaf. Oh my god. Look. I'm like so obsessed with it. It's so beautiful. I'm hoping it's because of the grow lights, but we'll find out if the next leaves keep coming out more pink. So yeah, the white princess, which I chopped back fully, when I put it on the moss pole, is doing pretty well. It's got a new leaf there, and actually another one there. Again, the pole's a bit dry, but I will water that after I film this video, I guess. But it's doing well. I'm hoping that this will like be the start of it just going absolutely crazy, because I think it'll love the pole and hopefully it'll help it grow some like massive leaves again, because I love its really big leaves. Ah, so beautiful. Oh, and I got a bigger moss pole for my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. The old pole went up to like there, which wasn't gonna work for that much longer. I didn't realize how freaking big this plant was already. So I have a huge moss pole on there now. I mean, it's only like 2/3 filled with moss just because I didn't have enough moss to fill everything, but I think it's really, really liking it. I felt bad for taking it off the old one because I think it did really like it. So hopefully now that it's got like a new, better one, it'll be just that little bit happier. So I think I have gotten rid of the thrips on my micans, but it still isn't looking the happiest. I've still had like quite a few leaves, like this orange one, just not doing its best. I mean, it is putting out new growth, so I can't complain too much. I'm just glad the thrips are gone, to be honest, because that was like the most annoying part of my day that weekend, because finding more thrips just is the worst. They're just so freaking annoying. So I'm very, 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 very glad that hopefully they are gone, because I do like this plant a lot. I don't exactly know how to make it happy. I've been trying for so long and it's just not worked. I don't know. So that is it. That is my May plant updates. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like things are starting to like properly perk up now. It's just like spring needs to happen. It's like so gray today and it makes me so sad. It's been quite sunny lately, which is really good, but I'm hoping the weather picks up again and we can hopefully get more sun, because I just want my babies to do so good. My little plant babies. But yeah, I think they're enjoying the warmer, brighter weather and really like chugging along in the plant world. So yeah, I think things are going really well. This has been a fairly positive update. I feel like usually we have something here or there that's like not doing that great, or like find pests on something, but for the most part I feel like this was a pretty positive one. Thank freaking goodness. I don't want many more negative updates because that's no fun. But yeah, I think things are going pretty well. Oh my god, I'm gonna freaking jinx it, knock on wood. I really hope that I don't jinx it, oh my goodness. Let's hope not. Please no. So that was my little May update. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below and do the little praise hands emoji if you want to see more of these videos, because I want to make sure that I'm putting out content that you like. And yeah, comment on any other houseplant things you'd like me to talk about in the future. If there's any plants that you saw in here that you'd like me to talk about, or topics that you'd like me to talk about, let me know, and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!